මේක 20 essay question 6. Read the following passage and answer the questions. Figure shows a cross section of a human eye, combination of the corneal and eye lenses. Focuses light onto the retina. But light refracts far from when passing from air into the cornea. Since the difference in refractive indices between refractive index of air is 1, the refractive index of cornea is 1.38, which is large. The corneal lens and the eye lens can be considered as convex lenses of fixed focal length and of variable focal length respectively. The focal length of eye lens could be changed by the action of ciliary muscles. This combination could be treated as two thin convex lenses in contact. Two common defects of vision are nearsightedness and farsightedness. Usually these defects can be corrected by the use of suitable lenses. Nowadays these defects also could be corrected using computer controlled ultraviolet UV laser rays by removing microscopic amounts of tissue from the cornea and thereby reshaping the cornea. This procedure is known as LASIK surgery. The aim is to restore normal eyesight without need for eyeglasses or contact lenses. These type of lasers, unlike continuous lasers in barcode readers, are pulse. They emit energy as short pulses of about 10 pentaseconds duration. 1 pentasecond equals 10 to the power of minus 16 seconds. These lasers are ideal for eye surgery because highly intense pulses of UV light is absorbed only by a very thin layer of tissue of the cornea. The incident UV light decomposes the thin layer into the vapor of small molecules which fly away from the corneal surface rapidly, leaving behind very little energy which won't cause any damage to the adjacent tissues. These type of pulse layers are also commonly used in the production of microelectronic devices and semiconductor integrated circuits IC. Hint: power of a converging lens is positive and given by diopters capital D. First part of the question, part A. Refraction of light entering the eye mostly happens at the ear cornea interface. What is the reason for this? Now they are telling the way refraction of light entering the eye mostly happens at the cornea interface. What is the reason? ඒ කියන්නේ එයා cornea interface එකේ තමයි වැඩිම refraction එකක් වෙන්නේ. When light enters to the eye, most refraction occurs at the cornea interface. What is the reason for that? That's what part A. So you have to pick up the reason from the paragraph, right? From the paragraph. Because they say that in the paragraph also they are telling that, right? Light refracts far more when passing from air into the cornea, right? So answer is we have to give, because this when compared to air, refractive index, right? When compared to air refractive index, refractive index of cornea is 1.38. So this is a substantial high value, therefore refraction occurs mostly at the air cornea interface. පුළුවන් නේද එළියා ගන්න ආන්සර් එකේ විදිහට පාර්ට් A එකට, right? Refractive index of capital A, air is 1, right? Refractive index of cornea is 1.38. So this is substantial high value, right? Therefore refraction occurs at the air cornea interface, right? දැන් දුවේ මේක අපි ගත්තොත් as a summary එකක් විදිහට ගත්තොත් දුවේ දැන් මේකේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අපි සාමාන්‍ය කියන්නේ එක ලෙන්ස් එකක් තියෙනවා කියලානේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් නේද? නමුත් ඇත්තට මෙතන මේ cornea කියන එක නැත්නම් අපි සිංහලෙන් කියන switch, right? එතකොට ඒ cornea කියන එකත් lens එකක් වගේ දුවේ මේකේ, right? ඒතකොට cornea කියන එකත් ඒ කියන්නේ convex lens එකක්. එතකොට දැන් සම්පූර්ණ මේ lens එකයි cornea එකයි දෙක combine වෙලා combine lens එකක් හැදෙනවා. අන්නේ lens එකෙන් තමයි සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම ඒ combine lens එක කියන්නේ තමයි අපි lens එකෙන් තමයි සම්පූර්ණ total refraction එක වෙන්නේ සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම. තේරෙනවද? එතකොට අපිට ඇහැ ගත්තොත් ඇහැට එක lens එකක් නෙවෙයි තියෙන්නේ. cornea එකත් තව lens එකක් විදිහට ක්‍රියා කරනවා. එතකොට ඇත්තටම තියෙන්නේ දුවේ composite lens එකක් තියෙන්නේ. right? එතකොට මේ composite lens එක ඒකෙත් වැඩිපුරම refractive එකක් වෙන්නේ cornea එකකින්, right? cornea එකකින් වැඩිපුර refractive එකක් වෙන්නේ. ඒතර පළවෙනි එකට answer එක හරි නේද? ඒක ලියත හැකි නේද? part A. Right? Refractive index of cornea is 1.38. This value is substantially high compared to the refractive index of air, which is Na equals 1. Refraction is mostly occurs at cornea air interface, right? Then let's see next part. The angle of incidence of monochromatic light ray enters cornea is I and angle of refraction is R. Write down expression for the refractive index of the cornea NC in terms of I and R. That part is very easy, no? That is very easy part. So this is the light ray enters the cornea. This is a perpendicular, like this. This is I, this is R. Angle of incidence, and this is the angle of refraction. Angle of refraction, then you can write down Snell's law. NC equals sin I over sin R, right? Sin I over sin R. Is it clear? Parry दुएगा?
Yes, sir.
Right. This is part B1, eh? Part B1, part B2, I is 30, R is 21 degrees and 14 minutes, right? We have given I equals 30 degree and R equals 21 and 14. But they are asking the angle of deviation. What is the angle of deviation? So this is the angle of deviation, right? Angle of deviation D. So D equals I minus R. That is 30 degree minus 21, 14. Right? So this equal 30, 21, 14, 60 minus 14, 46, and 29 minus 21, 8. So this equals 8 degrees and 16 minutes. Deviation equals 8 degrees and 16 minutes. Parry दुए.
Oh, sir.
So if you come to part C, one distance from the compound lens to the retina and to the near point of the eye is 2.5 centimeter and 25 centimeter. Least distance of distinct vision is 25 centimeter, DD. Value of D is given 25 centimeter in this case, and from lenses to the retina distance, that's actually length of the eyeball, is given 2.5 centimeter. Is it clear to you? Now you just look at part C. When you read part C, 2.5 centimeter. By drawing corresponding ray diagram, calculate the minimum and maximum powers of the compound lens. Compound lens. The compound lens is this cornea and the lens, right? The combined lens of cornea and the lens, right? Eye lens. The actual combination now we consider combination of the cornea and the lens as a combined single lens, right? Now you have to find the minimum and maximum powers of the compound lens. So if you take for the minimum distance like this, let's say this object at 25 distance, 25 centimeter, rays object is formed at retina at 2.5 centimeter distance, right? 2.5 centimeters. In this case, eye is not relaxed position, right? This is when eye is not relaxed positions. Relax. Then power is high. In this case, power is high. Power. Focal length is minimum in this case. So V equals 25 centimeter, U equals 2.5 centimeter. So you can applying 1 over F equals 1 over V minus 1 over U, right? 1 over F equals 1 over 25 minus 1 over V equals minus 2.5 minus 1 over 25. So this equals 10 minus 10 minus 1 over 25 equals minus 11 over 25. 1 over F. Right? So therefore power of the combined lens equals 1 over F into 100. So this equals 11 over 50 into 100. You know 25. This is 4 equals 44 diopters. 44 diopters. So this is the maximum power. This is the maximum power. Right? Maximum power. That is 44 diopters. Where is doing?
Oh, sir.
Next, maximum power of the compound lens. Maximum power of the compound lens occurs when eye is relaxed. When eye is relaxed, the maximum minimum value, no? Minimum power occurs. Minimum power occurs. That is for parallel rays. That is for parallel rays. If two parallel rays come in like this, eye is at relaxed position and the rays converge to the retina. Then you can look at the image clearly, right? So this way, in this case, u equals infinity, v equals 2.5, right? Then 1 over f minus equals 1 over v minus 1 over u. This is 1 over 2.5 minus equals 1 over f. So f equals 2.5. f equals minus 2.5. Therefore, the power of the combined equals 1 over 2.5 into 100. That is equal to 40 diopters. 40 diopters. So this is the minimum value. Combined lens. Parallel.
Also,
In this case, ciliary muscle remain relaxed position, right? The ciliary muscle normally sets in relaxed position in order to see objects at infinity. That means our eye sets for parallel rays, right? The parallel rays meet at the retina. So then f should be equal to minus 2.5. Therefore, power of the combined lens is 1 over 25 into 100, 40 diopters. Right? So these are the answers for the part C. Part C. Part C1. Then we have to look at part C2. The power of the lens formed by cornea is 30 diopters. Calculate the corresponding powers of the eye lens in the two situations mentioned in C1 above. Right? Now we got the minimum and maximum power of the combine. Combine means lens and the cornea. So this is the cornea. combination. The power, minimum power, minimum power 40 diopters, maximum power 44 diopters. These combinations, right? Then C2, they require power of the lens, power of the lens. Then D equals D lens plus D cornea. Power of the combined lens equal power of the lens and power of the cornea. Sum of these two three. So power of the cornea, they have given the power of the now power of the, we got minimum value is 40, right? But power of the cornea is given as 30, right? So DL equals 10 diopters. This is power. Power is low power when it has low power when relaxed position, when eye is relaxed. When eye is relaxed, with parallel rays, the lens, power of the lens is ten diopters. Then you can apply again D equals DL plus DC. The maximum power is 44. DL plus D cornea is 30. They have given power of the cornea is 30. Then DL equals 14 diopters. Right? Then power of the lens when the eye is not relaxed. Or maximum power. Equals 14 diopters. So like that you can calculate the maximum power of the lens and minimum power of the lens also. Because cornea, in this system, cornea has fixed focal length, right? Lens has variable focal length, right? The maximum focal length, maximum power of the lens is 14 diopters, minimum power of the lens is 10 diopters, right? That is the way. Part D1. Part D1, the near point of a defective eye of a person is 50 centimeter. What is the power of the compound lens of this defective eye when the person reads a newspaper located at a distance 50 centimeter from his eye. Right? Anyway, what is the defects in this case? Under part D, they are asking about if he can look at objects at 50 distance, centimeter 50, at 50 centimeters. What is the defects he is having?
Long-sightedness?
Long-sightedness. Yes, long-sightedness. Correct. Because he cannot see near distances, right? So then defect is long-sightedness, right? Long-sightedness. Then how do you find what is the power of the compound lens of defective eye? When person reads a newspaper located at a distance 50 centimeters from his eye. He can see only 50 distance objects. Is the eyes relaxed or eyes not relaxed? In this case, what can you say about?
Relax.
Relax?
Not relax. Not relax.
Not relaxed way, not relaxed.
Because
always when he look at near distances, he has to apply maximum focal length, right? That means maximum power, power, right? Minimum focal length, maximum power, right? Minimum focal length, maximum power. In this case, he applied using ciliary muscles, fully compressed. Ciliary muscle fully compressed. Then he applies his minimum length of focal length or maximum power, right? Then U equals 50 centimeter, V equals minus 2.5. So 1 over F equals 1 over V minus 1 over U. If you substitute 1 over minus 25 minus 1 over 50, 2.5. So this is equal to minus 20 over 50, 1 over 50. So this equals minus 21 over 50, 1 over F. But they are asking power of focal length, right? What is the power of the compound lens defective eye when person reads the newspaper located at the 50 distance? In this case, you have to find the power. Therefore, power equals minus 20 plus 21 over 100, right? So this equals 42 diopters. 42 diopters, right? Paris do 42 diopters. If the power of the lens formed by cornea is 30 diopters, what is the corresponding power of the eye lens in this situation? Right? The power of the cornea is 30. D C equals 30 diopters, but D equals DC plus DL, right? DC equals, they have given this is 30, this is DL, D is equals 42, then DC equals, therefore D equals 12 diopters. In this case, power of the lens diopters, right? Power of the lens is 12 diopters. This is part D2, no? D2. This is D1. This is D1. Answer for D1 is this one. D2 is, answer for this D2 is 12 diopters. Right? Answer for the first part. D1 is 42 diopters. Answer for D2 12 diopters. Right? The next part A, without wearing eyeglass, if the person decides to correct his vision by LASIK surgery, what should be the power of the reshaped corneal lens? Without wearing an eyeglass, right? He decided to correct this defects by making a surgery, LASIK surgery. What should be the power of the reshaped corneal lens? Now corneal lens power is 30. What is the required power of the combined? Required power is, in the earlier case, if you look at earlier case, when the maximum power is 44 diopters, no? 44 diopters. For healthy eye, for healthy combined lens, power equals 44 diopters, right? So 44 equals DC plus DL. DL is 12 diopters. Then DC equals 32 diopters. DC equals 32 diopters. Now, current existing power of the cornea is 30 diopters, right? Therefore, using the surgery, power of the cornea has to be increased from 30 diopters to 32 diopters, right? Using the surgery, power of the cornea has to be increased from 30 diopters to 32 diopters. Right? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
The person decides to wear an eyeglass without doing a laser surgery. What is the type and the power of the eyeglass that the person should wear? Then part 4 gethot. Now he is wearing a glass. Wearing a glass, external lens, right? What is the purpose of this lens? Now his near point is at 50 distance, 50 centimeter. So near this lens should bring the near point to 25 centimeter. No, that is the least distance of distinct vision. Maybe 25 centimeter වලට ගේන්න ඕනි. D distance එකට. Then U equals 50 centimeter, V equals 25 centimeter. This is what done by external eye. Right? So if we apply 1 over F equals 1 over V minus 1 over U, 1 over V minus plus 1 over 25 minus 1 over 50 equals 1 over F equals 25 වල තියෙන එක sorry මේක u තමයි v තමයි 50 වෙන්න ඕන දුවේ නේද u equals 25 වෙන 25 වල තියෙන එක 50 වලට අරන් දෙන්න ඕනි right 25 distance එකේ තියෙන object එක 50 වලට අරන් දෙන්න ඕනි ඒකයි අපි මේ external lens එකෙන් කරන්න ඕනි ඒතර v equals 50 cm u equals 25 cm 1 over 50 minus 1 over 25 right? So this equals minus 1 over 50, right? So therefore power of the lens is power of the lens is 2 diopters. One over 50 into 100 equals 2 diopters. The lens is converging lens. converging lens or convex lens. Convex lens. Right? That is part D. Let's see how you can do part E. What is the advantage of using pulse UV lasers instead of continuous laser in eye surgery? What is the advantage? Answer for the paragraphing, so you have to find the answer for the paragraph. Paragraph. Paragraph එකට අනුව කියන්නේ මේකේ මේ UV light, incident of UV light decomposes the thin layer into a wave of small molecules which fly away from corneal surface rapidly, leaving behind very little energy which won't cause any damage to the adjacent tissue. ඒ පාර්ට් එක එහෙම ලිව්වත් කමක් නැහැ දුවේ ආන්සර් ඊ කොටසට ආන්සර් එක. තේරුණාද? දැන් මෙතනදී දැන් අපිට මේ ඉන්සිඩන්ට් දැන් මේ ඉන්සිඩන්ට් UV මෙතන UV light incident light decomposes the thin layer into a vapor, into a wave of small molecules, right? Right? Answer for the part E, so you can obtain from the paragraph and write. Right? Actually, in the surgery, by applying these pulses, right? Laser pulses, the tissue will become a vapor, right? And evaporated. That is how they shape the cornea. Shape surgery is done like that by making a vapor. Tissue becomes a thin layer of tissue becomes a vapor, right? In this sum, they are mentioning, they mention about special type of laser, pulse laser, right? Not continuous lasers, right? Different type of laser, right? This laser, this pulse laser, right? During laser surgery, a short pulse of ultraviolet light is projected onto a cornea of a person. It makes a spot of 0.5 millimeter in radius on cornea and delivers 0.55 millijoules of energy onto the spot. The corneal tissue, calculate the thickness of the tissue removed from the corneal surface. Corneal tissue is initially at 30 centigrade. Assume that the removed tissue temperature is increased to 100 centigrade and then vaporizes without further temperature increase. Right? Density of the corneal tissue is 10 to the power of 3 kilogram per cubic meter. Specific heat capacity is given. latent heat is given, right? So you have to find the length, width of the layer, width, right? දැන්ුවේ මේ කොනියා එකෙන් පොඩි කොටසක් වාෂ්ප කරලා ඉවත් කරනවා. ඒ වාෂ්ප කරලා ඉවත් කරන layer එක තමයි මම මේ ඇඳලා තියෙන්නේ. So this is the layer evaporated, right? Width of that layer is D, right? Radius also given, R equals 0.5 millimeter, that is 0.5 × 10 to the power minus 3 meter, right? Now C, specific heat capacity is given, latent heat also given. But they are asking what is the width of this remote layer, right? Then total energy use also given. Delta E equals 0.55 millijoules. That equals 0.55 into 10 to the power of minus 3 joules, like that. So what is the volume? If you take volume of this one, what is the volume? So volume equals 5R square D, that is pi is 22/7 into R is 0.5 into 10 to the power of minus 3, whole thing is squared into D, right? Then heat absorbed by this, heat absorbed by heat absorbed by the tissue is equal to this volume into 22/7 into 0.5 squared into 10 to the power of minus 6 into heat capacity is 4.0 into 10 to the power of 3 into what is the temperature increase? Initial temperature 30 degree, thereafter it increased to maximum of 100 centigrade. Total increase of temperature is 70, right? So this is a heat absorbed by the tissue, right? Then latent heat. What is the latent heat absorbed by this tissue? The latent heat absorbed by the tissue is same volume, so you can use this same volume, right? 22 volume into, so you have to multiply by density, so this equals and you have to multiply by 10 to the power of density also given, rho equals 10 to the power of 3 kilogram per cubic meter. Rho also given, rho. So you have 10 to the power of 3, you have to multiply. Then latent heat, so because you have to convert this volume into mass, mass. Then when you convert, you have to multiply by 10 to the power of 3. That means 1000. If you multiply this volume by 1000, then you get the total mass, right? The heat absorbed by that mass, you multiply by latent, so heat, specific heat capacity, then you can find the total heat absorbed. Then latent heat absorbed is same mass, you have to multiply by latent heat, right? That is 22/7 into 0.5 squared into 10 to the power of minus 6 into 10 to the power of 3. So this is total mass. So this mass you multiply by latent heat, that is 2.52 into 10 to the power of 6. Then total heat equals delta E equals total heat. Delta equals 0.55 into 10 to the power of minus 3 equals sum of these two. So you can take 22 over 7 into 0.025 into 10 to the power of minus 6 into 10 to the power of 3. You can take that out. Then 2.52 into 10 to the power of 6. So D also there. D is D. Here D is there. D should be here. Width of the width of this layer D. Then you can take D also out. 6 plus 4.0 into 10 to the power of 3 into 70. Now you can simplify this. Only D is unknown, you can find D. Make any D equals, make any D equals 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 7 meters. That is 0.25 micrometer. 0.25 micrometers in. Right. Now you look at the part G. Figure 2 shows a train of pulses created by a pulse UV laser. The energy contained in a single pulse is 20 millijoules. 20 millijoules. Single pulse contains 20 millijoule. Right? What is the answer for the first part, Dwayne? එදුවේ මේ වගේ ඒවා කරලා තියෙනවද? hello දශාබා දුවේ මේ වගේ කරලා තියෙනවද? දුවේ කියන්න බෑන කරලා තියෙනවද මේ වගේ එකක්?
සර් වගේ එකක් කරන්න.
Dhanwadi, for this part you don't need any other knowledge. Only you need general knowledge in mechanics. Mechanics. සාමාන්‍ය මේ power කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? power කියන්නේ work per unit time. නේද? අපිට හොයන්න කියන්නේ මොකද්ද මේකේ? The width of the pulse is 10 pentaseconds. Determine the peak power. In a single pulse of a laser beam. Right? Peak power. Then peak කියලා වචනයක් දාලා තියෙන නිසා අපිට හොයන්න පුළුවන් මේ power එක හොයන්න පුළුවන්. pulse එකකට power එක හොයන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ විතර pulse එකේ peak power කියන්නේ pulse එකේ එදින අවස්ථාවේදී power එකයි එතන peak power කියලා කියන්නේ. මේ එතකොට මේ අවස්ථාවේ තමයි එතකොට එක pulse එකකට එක pulse එකකට දුවේ millijoule 20 millijoules incur 20 millijoules. Time taken is 10 pentaseconds. Right? Pentaseconds. Right? Time එක දාන්න P equals WOT නේද ඔය? සූත්‍රය. mechanics වල එන සූත්‍රය පාවිච්චි කරන්න. P equals W over time. ටක් ගාලා එන උත්තරේ.